ahead.
Right, Rob, up against Gary Anderson. Has the look of a final about it, but you're meeting unexpectedly early in the quarter-final, aren't you?
Yeah, don't get me wrong, I would have liked it to have been the final, but that's the great thing about this tournament. You can play anyone at any point, so it's good. I just got to make sure I'm right for today.
You've played, I think I'm right in saying you've played Rob Cross in your career 3 times and you've got a perfect record against him, 3-0. You've not played on the telly yet. You were due to play in the Premier League, weren't you, on that cancelled event on Thursday night, so this will be a different kettle of fish again.
Yeah, I was looking forward to Thursday night. You know, I was really looking forward to Thursday night. But like you say, the snow, which I've not seen snow like this down here for 8 years. So, yeah, which is a bit of knockback. But yeah, looking forward to the day. You know, I'm playing well. My finishing's all right. My scoring's just a bit back where it was. So yeah, hopefully it's a good game.
He's been playing well. I think he's been playing great for the last, well, probably mainly all the year, apart from when he had his bad back. But that seems to have gone, and he's back to his best, I would say. So it's going to be a cracker today.
It's going to be a high calibre encounter, isn't it? There's going to have to be quality darts thrown from either you or Rob to get the better of this match.
Well, it would have been, but you've just jinxed us now, haven't you? Now it's going to be the worst game in history.
Doubt it. It's not going to be, though, is it?
No, it'll be good. You know, I think it'll be the person who makes the least mistakes. You know, it's all down to the doubles. So whoever hits the doubles first, second, will take the game.
And it's a big day for you, isn't it? Because of genuine chance, you're one of the top favourites now to win another major.
I never look at it. I never look at it. It's just one of them things. It all goes on myself, really. As long as I'm playing all right and I'm comfortable and I feel good, then that's all that matters. Odds or whatever don't mean anything.
Incredible that it's Rob's 7th TV quarter-final appearance in a row, 5 of them ranking quarter-finals. Extraordinary, seeing as we only saw him first on the scene here a couple of years ago. Well, this match surely would grace any final, let alone a quarter-final. Will it be Rob Cross or Gary Anderson to join David Pallett, Robert Owen and Corey Cadby in the last 4? Well, let's find out. Here is John McDonald.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the quarter-final action here at the Coral UK Open, brought to you by the Professional Darts Corporation and live on ITV Sport. Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, the former 2-time back-to-back champion of the world takes on the reigning, newly crowned champion of the world as we meet the Flying Scotsman, Gary Anderson, and Voltage, Rob Cross.
Well, this is a very difficult match to call. I wonder who the money is going to be on in the commentary box. Chris Mason, Stuart Pike.
Well, we've just been talking about that. We reckon it's too close to call, don't we?
Where's your pound?
Yeah, probably on Gary Anderson, but only just. Rob Cross yet to beat Gary Anderson. Of course, as mentioned, they should have played each other in the Premier League on Thursday, so this is the first time that they've actually met in a big TV event. And your 10p, Chris?
I'm going to go with Anderson.
Well, we shall see.
So we
shall see. Yeah, absolutely. Big game ahead then. The 2 favourites certainly coming into the last day here in Minehead. Rob Cross and Gary Anderson have both been in tip-top form. I'm going to say the luck of the draw, the curse of the draw, that they were paired together in the quarter-finals. But we're expecting some fantastic darts.
Whose fault was that?
Yeah. Who drew out the second ball at the draw? Keith Deller and Chris Mason, both getting red cards after their performance at the draw last night. Here he is, Gary Anderson, former UK Open runner-up when the tournament was played at the Reebok in Bolton. This, by far, is best performance since it switched to Minehead, and a first quarter-final of the UK Open for Rob Cross too. So, whatever happens, the winner of this will be the favourite going into tonight's semi-finals. David Pallett, Robert Owen, Corey Cadby, the semi-final lineup in a TV major.
In good company, reaching the quarter. It's got to be quality to make the last day of the UK Open, Stuart.
Many moons ago, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, my best ever TV performance, 112.52 average against Adrian Lewis.
You're boring us now. Let's concentrate on Gary Anderson.
And it wasn't best of 11 either.
100.
Best of 21, I do believe.
Right, enough of that. Gary Anderson against Rob Cross. Concentrate,
Anyway,
come on.
in the 4th leg, I had 3 darts.
Yeah, but this should be good. Anderson and Cross have both been in terrific form.
2 of the game's elite.
Yep, very much so now. Rob Cross joining the game's elite just a couple of months ago.
125.
Anderson beating Rickwood, Evans and Watimina. Rob Cross taking care of Aspinall, Kyle Anderson and Krzysztof Ratajski. And
Cross has had the tougher draw, that's
yeah,
for sure.
he has, but he just looked good, hasn't he, throughout, Rob Cross, you have to say.
140.
But Anderson, 15 180s, Cross 17 180s, and
100.
the tournament average has been around about the 100 throughout, both of them.
Yeah, all the stats are very similar.
56.
Well, Gary probably looking at 140 here. Now we'll have to switch now, though.
48.
Possibly his worst start to a match. The feature for Anderson so far in this tournament has been how well he's started in all 3 games.
And Yockey running.
Yeah. But Cross takes the opening leg comfortably. On
14
throw.
darts.
Game on.
Anderson looking to find a bit of range and rhythm. The back
140.
problem seemingly behind him, still having treatment though, Gary Anderson. But he has been looking fine and flowing this weekend here in Minehead. But so has his opponent.
85.
Right, I always think that's the side of the
120.
ultimate pro, the classy player, isn't it? The first dart bounce out and then following up with 2 treble
and no
20s.
reaction.
Yep.
100.
They've been practicing next door to each other and just keeping an eye on how the darts are going, I'm sure. But this is when it really matters. Gary Anderson just misses
123.
a chance at the first maximum. Rob Cross, you believe, it's his 7th successive TV quarter-final. Incredible record in 2017.
118.
Well, 18 for tops.
It's his favourite. That's
Oh,
why.
yes.
On the second leg.
Well, 2 brilliant holes of throw from both players.
14 darts from Cross, 12 darts from Anderson.
$57.
Confirm, both fancy the job.
Yep. Anderson won't fancy that lie or that lie.
93.
A little bit better. Yeah, reached the final, Gary, in 2010. Lost to Taylor at Bolton.
100.
Long list of those.
$140.
We'll have to switch, not the best lie for Rob Cross. Fixture of the World Championship at the Ali Pali, though, was the incredible amount of times that he'd do that, then hit 2 treble 19s.
And his finishing.
Yeah.
There was an opportunity in this leg early on for Anderson to get an early break. He's 40 in front, but that's now gone.
And there's the first maximum of this quarter-final.
Amazed it's took that long.
98. Robbie requires 68.
So treble 20 for double 4.
That's a couple of options, yeah. Treble 20, double 4, treble 12. Yep. So 16 for double.
It's a great guide, isn't it?
He always puts it there.
Yeah, he does.
A lot of players are just make sure of it in the 16, but he actually puts one relatively close as a marker.
Treble 19 to leave the double. Wonderful from Anderson. 110 checkout to follow 118 checkout. But treble double 19.
$58.
120 finish next then.
Yeah. always disappointing, isn't it, for a player to break and then start with 3 poor darts, even more so when your opponent then hits a 140.
Yeah, and your opponent's Rob Cross or MVG or Peter Wright, etc.
Well, not the best of starts to this leg for Gary Anderson.
See the frustration.
Yeah, has he thrown away in those 6 darts the advantage that he just won?
Well, he's the one that has to break to win the match. Oh, he is.
Well, 3 in the top of the bag.
It's Sunday. Give me a pass out.
137.
Cross averaging nearly 110. Gary 101. Quality, as we expected.
140.
Oh, it's so refreshing when they live up to the hype.
85. Robbie Ricoeur.
Not
No
enough.
finish. No.
11 darter on the cards for Rob Cross to break straight back.
9. Double 16. For Desmond.
On the 4th leg.
2-2.
Fifth leg is Rob to
11
throw
darter.
first. Game on.
What a great leg that was from Rob Cross after Anderson taking out 118 and 110 to win back-to-back legs.
100.
Rob Cross has obviously played well to get here. He actually looks the most comfortable we've seen of him so far for me. He looks really
96.
switched on, doesn't he?
Good recovery.
100.
Yeah, incredible record. 7 successive TV quarterfinals. Of course, achieved the Holy Grail at the Alexandra Palace a couple of months ago.
26.
26 isn't going to help the 2-times world champion.
Huge advantage for Cross. 78 in front plus these.
93.
Go into the break. 3-2 up.
55.
Lost his scoring boots.
Yeah, last 2 legs, nothing in terms of scoring
No.
from the arm of Gary Anderson.
His average has gone from way over 100 down to 93.
180.
Cross 111.44.
60. Robbie
Well, he's
Ricoeur.
on double
goodness.
14 for a 13 darter, and Anderson not even halfway.
Not a marker.
14.
Well, he had the option to bust there. Decided against it.
6 for double 4.
55. Robbie Ricoeur, 14.
209 left after 15 darts for Gary Anderson. He's going the other way. Double 1.
Game shot on the 5th
Yeah,
leg.
with good darts. He knew exactly what he was doing there. Wanted to go for the double 1, Rob Cross, and he's won back-to-back legs after back-to-back top-plus finishes from Gary Anderson. And it's Rob Cross who has the advantage in this quarter-final. 3-2, he leads Gary Anderson. Well, welcome back to the most wide-open UK Open finals in the 16-year history of the event. David Pallett, no tour card. Robert Owen, Welshman, 93rd in the world. And Corey Cadby, the Aussie sensation, through to the quarterfinals, who will complete the lineup. Rob Cross at the moment getting the better of Gary Anderson, who can't find that treble 20.
84.
Anderson, he has been relentless so far this weekend, but Rob Cross can. 12 points between them in the averages so far, but Rob Cross still only with the 1 leg advantage.
43.
Can Anderson fill his boots to try and get back on level terms? He's just not been able to find
97.
that treble 20, has he?
No, his first dart's a long way off at the moment.
Last time Anderson won a major TV ranking event was the World Championship,
77.
2
2016.
years ago.
course, we will have seen on ITV4 he's won 5 World Series titles over that period of
Fantastic
time.
match with MVG in Dubai.
One of the best ever.
Both averaged around 110 in that one, didn't they?
83.
Similar to their Premier League match. On that occasion, Anderson on the right end of it.
Oh, that's unlucky.
80.
Yeah, just a little shake of the head. He's just frustrated at the moment, Gary.
Nothing's happening for him. He should be comfortable in this leg now.
42. Gary
The
Uruguay.
worst leg of the match from Rob
140.
Cross. Well, that makes it difficult.
80.
Good recovery.
Yeah, important last start. It was a 140, 180 from Cross. Gary wouldn't have hit that treble 19. He's in a bit of trouble. Needs a treble to leave 160. So 6
58.
starts at 160 if needed.
It's the similar
At
to last
60.
leg, isn't it?
Yeah.
You had to miss a double, Gary. He's missed 2 now.
40.
Look. Disdain.
He's going to be under severe pressure here. Magnificent.
174. Gary Uruguay 20.
Magnificent from Cross. Pressure on Anderson now. Oh, well done.
What pressure?
That's a great dart from Gary Anderson. But it's fabulous 3 darts from Rob Cross.
Yeah, brilliant, wasn't it? 7-4 to leave 24. Denied the opportunity
59.
to get the break. But somehow we're at 3-3 and Anderson's being outplayed. It's 10 points different in the averages.
100.
Well, there was prior to that 100. The thing is,
Yeah.
85 can beat 95 comfortably because it's the same amount of visits. It's 6 visits or less.
Yeah, that's 4 180s now for Cross. Gary Anderson yet to hit one.
140.
We're all sort of, at the moment, just waiting to see
Yes.
which way it's going to turn, isn't it?
Waiting for the match to
92.
Yeah.
explode.
Cat and mouse at the moment. Doesn't like that.
Anderson's first start is
But he needs 100 to leave a finish.
causing the problems.
Robbie Uruguay 170.
Yeah, the first dart has been unkind to the Scot.
Bit of trouble there. So an opportunity here for Anderson. Another bad first start.
81. Robbie Uruguay 110.
Getting a bit frustrated. Rob Cross 110. Anderson took this out to win leg 3. Cadby, Pallett, Owen, Robert Owen, David Pallett, Corey Cadby in the semi-final draw.
Then Gary. Shanghai
86.
on 20s.
Gary
Break of
Uruguay
throw.
This would be a
120.
real steal. It would be a pinch me leg.
80.
Gary.
Robbie Uruguay 24.
We've had 118, 119, so would have done the trio. It's a good marker for Cross.
Game shot on the 7th leg. Rocco.
One throw.
Chance for Anderson though from nowhere.
'96.
Gary Anderson playing some 13
100.
points below his tournament average. It was nearly a ton. First start again, causing him nightmares. Great adjustment.
128. $140. $99.
this is great pressure from Rod Cross.
108.
He's piling him in. That's 5 180s in the last 6 legs. And Anderson here
94.
is scrambling and scrapping and battling to hold his throw. But how important could that 5th maximum be for the world champion?
Treble 19, double 12. It's a 12 ball. Treble 12, double 13. For a break.
68.
Gary. Treble 20, double 12.
84.
Double 12, his favourite.
On the 8th leg.
Brilliant
Gary
dance from Gary Anderson to hold on there.
To throw first. Game on.
His finishing in the main here has been keeping him in it.
4 from 8. 50%.
We are in the
96.
9th leg. It's just an astonishing stat, which you wouldn't say too much that you've probably ever heard from Gary Anderson. Only 3 shots over 140, or 140 plus.
81.
He's still in the match.
Yeah, 3 140s, that's all from Gary Anderson. There you have it. But it's 4 apiece.
Just needs to flick that switch.
Well, you just feel it's going to come, don't you?
96.
Rob Cross will be hugely disappointed that he's only level. That first start again, just dropping below, but Anderson's cover shooting on treble 19 and treble 18.
Well, 12 scores of a ton plus. Only 8 for Cross. That's what's keeping Anderson interested at the moment.
133.
He's over pitching that first one now out of frustration.
100.
Can't work out why it's not dropping in. Such a huge part of the Anderson gameplay.
Yeah, well, his armoury is built
Around
82.
big
around the
scoring.
red bit.
Yep.
There's a chance here. It's a great adjustment.
98.
Switch to the 18s.
94.
There's a chance. May go balls. If it's a 25, that leaves 69.
Which way has he gone? He's gone for the 18 route. Then he went for a double-double.
54.
He took a gamble there, didn't he?
Yeah. Treble 20, double 14.
$74.
What a chance
You
again.
require 40.
Big chance for Anderson.
Yeah, could have. Well, break hold goes into the break. 6-4 up. A happy camper.
Gary shot the 9th leg. Rob Cross. 10th leg is Gary to throw first.
Oh, Gary
Game on.
Anderson averaging 90. Incredibly, he probably should be ahead.
60.
Yeah, you sort of expected after he took out 84 to win the last leg. When that first start went
Oh,
in
when he went in the treble 20.
treble 20, you thought, don't even think about it. Double 14's coming in here.
100.
As he gets out of this little mini session at 5-all, go off for a break, regroup, and
97.
come out and really attack. Treble 19 has seriously been saving his bacon.
58.
Well, that sums it up. Yet again, below the treble 20 bed, and Anderson is now getting angry.
134.
That's probably not a bad thing, you know. Sometimes when he gets angry, he
Yeah.
plays his best darts, but treble 19
Takes a lot to
again
get
to
him
the
angry
rescue.
as well.
137.
That's better.
Well, there we go.
174.
That's more like it. I told you he was getting angry.
What was it? The Incredible Hulk? Don't make me angry. You won't like me when I'm
59.
angry.
Gary, you require 36. Gary
So,
shot the
5
10th leg.
apiece it
Gary
is. It's
Anderson.
intriguing. We're yet to really see both players fire, but Gary Anderson is really annoyed with the way he's playing. But for missed doubles, he could actually be ahead, but I'm sure he'll be glad to be level. The finale coming up, first to 10 for a place in the semi-finals. Anderson and Cross locked together at 5-all. Well, just beginning to warm up here. Gary Anderson somehow level with Rob Cross, despite being far from his best. Could actually have been in front, but for missed starts at double. But 5 apiece is about right. Let's hope for a thrilling finale to this final quarter-final. Who will join David Pallett, Robert Owen and Corey Cadby in the semi-final draw, which will take place on the stage at the conclusion of this match. Cross with the darts, 5 apiece. Here we go.
Yeah, but if it took that 88 out in the 9th leg, you would have had the opportunity to be leading 6-4.
It's that first dart that has been the real problem for Gary Anderson. But, you know, his shots on treble 19 and treble 18 have been nothing short of magnificent.
His cover shots have been fabulous.
95.
And they've needed to be. Again, given an opportunity.
100.
Will it be Anderson? Will it be Cross? Whoever goes through will be the favourite to win this later on tonight.
100.
Did you say overcompensating again?
Yep, just over pitching.
60.
Purely out of frustration.
Just isn't happening.
Nope. And you don't know why. You've probably been in the practice room and smashing the red bit to pieces.
4 140s. It's 3 140s and a 174.
Not
the best
one
that we've
180.
seen, yeah. Is this it? He might go to the 18s again.
121. Robbie require
He's
167.
hit a 174, hasn't he?
That last dart might be important, though, for Anderson into the 1. Cross really needed a treble.
Gary require 89.
Difference between a dart, a double, a dart, and a ball.
Double 16 for Gary. Oh, 89, 2-down finish.
Break of throw.
Like it's Gary to throw first. Game on.
Well, the way he's been hitting treble 19, it was inevitable, I guess. Well, he's got the range, but just the wrong bed.
83.
The last time that he broke the Rob Cross throw, he then followed up with his worst leg of the match, and Cross broke back brilliantly with an 11 darter.
And that's where it started, didn't it, that leg?
123. $60.
Same old story. It's a strange game, isn't it?
So frustrating. Drives you mad.
137.
And it's amplified when you're playing a great player like Cross.
140.
Every little error is punished. Oh, if he doesn't hear trouble here, Cross.
57.
Anderson's dodged a bullet.
Well, that was sort of roles reverse, but he knew what he was doing. The ultimate was to leave a decent finish, and he's left 120. What can Cross leave? Bit of frustration now for the world champion.
46. Gary require 120.
Left the Deller.
And again, treble 19 to the rescue for Gary Anderson.
80. Robbie require 138.
Well, what this would be with perfect timing if Cross can find this. So Anderson here
58.
to establish a 2-leg lead.
7-5.
Game shot on the 12.
There it is.
Gary Anderson. 13 legs for Rob to throw first.
Anderson's won 3 legs on the spin now, Chris.
$96.
How many times have they played on the floor?
3 times Gary's won the lot.
140.
Cross will be aware of that.
Cross can just flick that switch at any time as well, we know.
So can Anderson.
55.
Yeah. Anderson actually now ahead of Cross in the averages, 94 and a bit to 93 and a bit.
100.
Voltage needs to turn the power on. In
This might
danger
be
of
the
a double
start.
break.
95.
Again, the
First
shake
start.
of the head, and again the treble 19, and again the treble 18.
131.
To leave 130, which is a great finish for these pro players.
Magnificent on the treble 19 and treble 18 though, Chris.
Yep.
100. Gary Uruguay, 130.
Another one. Double 5. Oh, the 130 finish to break again from Gary Anderson. What a finish. His third ton-plus finish. He's taken out 118, 119, 130, plus 89 and 84, crucially.
60.
But only 60 to start. Cross still very much in this. Needs a treble.
100.
Have to dig deep now, Rob Cross.
137.
Treble 19 has been his saviour.
139. 140.
Who would have thought he would win this match, potentially, without hitting a 180?
42. Gary Uruguay, 164. 92. 140. Gary Uruguay, 72.
16 for tops.
Big dart.
For 9-5.
Oh, what a leg again. It's 5 legs on the spin. Astonishing from Gary Anderson. Yet to hit a 180.
Averaging 96.
140.
Well, there's the first 180 for Gary Anderson in the 15th leg.
$92.
Thought they were going to be like buses.
And another treble 19.
96.
Strike rate on that treble 19 be phenomenal.
135.
Yep. Can we fill it?
180.
2 maximums in the leg after not hitting one
Has to go.
for 14 legs.
Not happening.
94.
For the
Anderson
match.
here is going to have match darts.
5 legs on the
These
spin.
tops. Gary Anderson, astonishingly, has won 6 straight legs. Applause from Rob Cross, but Anderson, far from his best, goes through 10-5 after winning 6 straight legs. Gary Anderson now a clear favourite to win this UK Open later on tonight. Big smiles now from the Scot All-Right. Big disappointment for the world champ. He still hasn't beaten Gary Anderson, and the draw for the semi-finals is coming up very soon.
The former world champion has beaten the current world champion here at the UK Open. Gary Anderson seeing off Rob Cross 10-5. to book his place in tonight's semi-final. Gary remaining on course for his first major TV title in over 2 years. Well, Gary left it late in the match to hit his 2 180s, bizarrely, but it really mattered not because he won the last 6 legs in a row to make it 4 wins out of 4 against Rob. Gary averaging 98, and crucially put away 59% of his doubles. And the money is on him now to win it, as if it wasn't before. Well, these are the full results of our quarter-finals this afternoon. First up, we saw David Pallett. Remember, he doesn't have a tour card. 10-5 winner against Steve West. John Part did brilliantly to win 5 matches in a row here, but he ran out of steam. And Robert Owen, the Welshman, only in his second TV tournament, beat him 10-3. Corey Cadby has said he is going to win this tournament. Going to win it, mate, he says. 10-6 winner over Gerwyn Price. And we just saw Gary Anderson beating Rob Cross in their first TV meeting. Now it's time to see what our semi-final lineup will be. This draw shouldn't take too long. Keith Deller and Alan Warren a Little are poised and ready to go. Here's John McDonald.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And now there is just 4 players remaining. This is the draw for the semi-finals of the Coral UK Open. Tournament Director Graham Fairhurst is ready to go, so we're joined by the former champion of the world, Keith Deller, and the former world #1, Alan Warren a Little. So the matches will be played in draw order, so our first semi-final will be number 4, Gary Anderson. And he will play number 1, David Pallett. Semi-final number 2 will be number 2, that's Robert Owen. And it is number 3, and that's Corey Cadby. That concludes the draw for the semi-finals of the Coral UK Open.
Well, let's see what Gary's... Oh, there's a smattering of applause there. That's quite dramatic in this kind of atmosphere. And let's hear what Gary's reaction is to his draw. He's been drawn against David Pallett. He's with Ned.
Yes, indeed he has, having dispensed with the world champion Rob Cross, of course. We'll reflect on that game in just a second, Jackie. But, Gary, David Pallett.
Yeah, I mean, David's done well, so is Robert. You know, it's this is a tournament known for boys coming through that you've never seen or don't see much of. But, yeah, they've done well, they've played well, they've took some good names out. Fair play.
Yeah, I mean, he's 28 years old. Everyone has to have that breakthrough moment, that tournament where they come to prominence. So he's going to be buoyed with confidence and potentially a dangerous opponent for you.
Yeah, he's about 2 years younger than what I am. You know, it's going on. Yeah, I mean, these youngsters now, you know, Dave's been on the scene for a long time, so has Robert, you know, so they know the game. You know, it's they get up there and play darts, but it's going to be good for them.
It is one of those draws where there are 2 decidedly big guns left in it. Yourself and, of course, Corey Cadby, who comes with this colossal reputation that is justified so far. They've kept you apart in the semi-finals by luck of the draw there, so, you know, it could be... Yeah, you won't be thinking about the final yet, will you?
No, you've got to get through the next opponent. I mean, but Corey, I mean, I've just got to know Corey over probably the last 12, maybe 15 months. I love the kid. You know, he's absolutely brilliant. You know, he's what you see is what you get with him. You know, he got a hard time. I think it was the World Series final. Glasgow, yeah. But the boy is an absolute gem. He is. He's just a young gun. He's wild. He'll get older. He'll calm down. But he's a talent, very like Michael Smith.
Yeah. Now, listen, what about that quarter-final against Rob Cross? Because, you've accused me of jinxing the whole thing. We were expecting a really high-class encounter. We got a good encounter without it being absolutely hitting the heights.
What was it good about? What was good about it? No, it was... yeah, I said it earlier on. You know, you get this hype for games and never happens. And I said that earlier this morning to you. I went, nah, you've just done it now, haven't you? And it showed. But, no, Rob wasn't scoring. I wasn't scoring. Couldn't hit the treble 20 with my first start. You know, but scraped at the end. He'll be cheesed off. I'm cheesed off that I won playing like that, you know. And it's, yeah, on to the next one. It's got to get better.
You're very close to picking up another TV major now. Has it sort of occurred to you that it's been a little while since you've been in this position in a TV major?
It's been a long time. Long time. But nah, listen, I just play darts now. still enjoy it. Just I still play. You know, that's my main thing. I just see how it goes. You know, every game's different. If you win, you stay. If you get beat, you go home.
Absolutely. For the umpteenth time in your career, you're through to a semi-final, Gary. You've got a couple of hours off, and we'll see you back on the hockey. Well done, sir. Cheers.
Thank you. Only two.